Like you got Victor a little bit of time at the 5. How do you think he fared?
Yeah, he was fine. I mean, he's gonna play both positions. He's, it depends a lot on, matchups, scouting reports, who we're playing, that sort of thing. But he's obviously a gifted player who's very humbly trying to find his place. I called one play for him all night, and I think he got over 20. He just did that because he's a good basketball player.
Victor Wembanyama was the headline leading into the 2023 NBA draft. After dazzling in Europe with the Metropolitans under coach Vincent Collet, a man known for molding young talent, Wemby's game reached a new level, locking him in as the unanimous #1 pick for the San Antonio Spurs. But Wemby's story isn't just about basketball. There's more to the 7'4" Phenom than highlight reels and stat sheets. We're talking about his life, his growing net worth, and the enormous expectations he now carries. Because in San Antonio, he's not just another top pick, he's stepping into the legacy of Hall of Fame big men like David Robinson and Tim Duncan, both #1 picks who delivered championships to the city. With the weight of San Antonio's expectations on his shoulders, Victor knows his best move right now is to keep his focus locked on basketball. And to his credit, he's done exactly that. No distractions. No controversies. You won't find tabloids buzzing about his love life either, whether that's because he keeps it private or simply isn't focused on it. The result is the same. Wemby's mind stays on the game. That's rare for someone his age and fame. Where early relationships often become headline fuel for all the wrong reasons. Those who've coached or played alongside him all say the same thing: Victor is grounded. He carries himself with confidence, but never crosses into arrogance. That self-belief isn't empty bravado. It's built on years of preparation and a deep trust in his own work. That confidence comes from within, from the goals he set for himself, goals far greater than anything the media can imagine. As Victor puts it, "I have such high expectations for myself, and I'm so determined that the expectations of others are nothing compared to what I expect of myself." Despite already having a projected net worth of $1.5 million at just 19 years old, Wemby's priorities aren't the flashy toys most young millionaires chase. No luxury cars, no diamond chains. Instead, his investments go into his body, elite trainers, tailored nutrition plans, and a daily regimen designed to transform his frame. Standing tall but naturally slim, he's on a mission to add muscle without sacrificing agility. His eating schedule is relentless. Before practice, after practice, before bed, after waking up, even before and after naps. Pair that with intense mobility and flexibility work, and it's no wonder we've seen him pull off movements most players his size could never dream of attempting. Standing tall comes with its own challenges on the court, and for Victor Wembanyama, that means paying close attention to the foundation of it all: his feet. Strong, grounded feet, he believes, unlock better performance in every part of the body, but his commitment to the game doesn't end when practice is over. Wembanyama has made his nightly routine a priority, averaging a solid 10 hours of sleep to keep his body and mind sharp. Each night, he sets an alarm, puts his phone away, and follows his bedtime ritual before settling in with a book. "I could read non-fiction," Victor says, "but for me, reading is about shutting out the noise. I don't think about the day I just had or the one coming tomorrow. I just disconnect." For that, he turns to fantasy stories that pull him into other worlds and let his mind wander freely. It's a habit he's had for years, and one that continues to keep him centered, even as his career soars. Victor Wembanyama's love for reading started early, and by the age of 14, he was already tackling books in English. His reason was simple: if I want to make the most of my time in the NBA, I need to know English. Friends, family, and even former teachers describe him as someone who's always lived in his own world, following his own rules. Far from being a criticism, they see it as a compliment, proof of his focus and individuality. From a young age, Victor had a crystal clear vision of what he wanted, and he worked relentlessly to get there, putting in the effort day after day. Success in basketball seemed almost written in his DNA. His father was a competitive triple jumper, while his mother not only played basketball but went on to coach. The athletic legacy runs even deeper. Two of his grandparents also played the sport. With that kind of background, his passion for basketball was sparked early, and so was the recognition of his incredible potential. Despite showing remarkable basketball talent from an early age, Victor's parents made sure the game wasn't his only focus. School came first always. He was a disciplined student, turning in his homework on time because if he didn't, there was a strict rule in place. His parents had an agreement with one of his coaches: no completed homework, no practice. That rule drove young Victor crazy, but it taught him a valuable lesson. If he wanted to play, he had to handle his responsibilities first. In the process, he not only kept up with his studies, but also discovered a deeper love for reading, a habit that became his personal escape and source of peace. The discipline and balance paid off, building Victor's confidence in both life and sport. Michael Burra, who coached him in Nanterre, had a simple exercise for his players: pick a meaningful word starting with the same letter as your first name. But in true Wembanyama fashion, Victor took the challenge in an entirely different direction. Michael Burra still remembers the day a teenage Victor surprised him with an answer far beyond his years. "You know, coach, my name is Victor," he recalled Wembanyama saying in French. Burra replied, "Well, yes." Then came Victor's twist: "What letter does it start with?" When Burra answered V, Victor explained, "V in Roman numerals means 5. My name is Victor because I can play all 5 positions." For a 16-year-old, that level of confidence and self-awareness was striking. Wembanyama had always embraced what made him different, but he also knew greatness required connection. To be the best, he needed to relate to his teammates, the people vital to the team's success. On the court, people called him a unicorn for his rare skill set. Off the court, said his friend Maxim, he was simply a normal kid having fun with friends. Maxim had transferred to Nanterre during Victor's final year there, witnessing firsthand how grounded the rising star remained. After graduating high school in 2021, Wembanyama moved on from Nanterre's professional team to a club in the suburbs of Lyon owned by none other than Spurs legend and former NBA star Tony Parker. Victor Wembanyama eventually chose to join Metropolitans 92, a team based near his parents' home. There, his popularity was already off the charts. The hype was so strong that the team sold out its first 3 home games of the season. Fans knew they were watching something special, greatness in the making. "We're here to see Victor, of course," one fan said before a late September 2021 game. "This is our last chance before he goes to the US, becomes the #1 draft pick, and turns into someone we might never see this close again." The organization shared that same sense of urgency. The entire club was committed to helping Wembanyama grow into the best player he could be. Once a month, a dedicated group of staff members met to strategize on how to add strength to his still lean frame, knowing opponents would try to use physical play to slow him down. Metropolitans 92 head coach Vincent Collet, who also leads the French national team, made it clear from the start his focus wasn't on making Wembanyama the top draft pick. "We want to prepare for the next goal, which is to dominate in the NBA," he explained. That preparation paid off. Wembanyama went on to be selected first overall by the San Antonio Spurs, marking the official start of his NBA journey. Despite the massive leap and an estimated $12 million per season from his rookie contract, his priorities haven't shifted. While many players talk about how they'll spend their first big paycheck, Victor has stayed locked in. His post-draft presence has been filled with training videos and workout clips. The most notable non-basketball moment? Dyeing his hair. That's it. IT speaks volumes about who he is: focused, disciplined, and ready to take over. The players know it, the coaches know it, the media knows it, and most importantly, so does Victor. Wembanyama knows exactly what's at stake and he's not shying away from it. In fact, he embraces the grind, setting personal goals even higher than the lofty expectations the media has placed on him as the start of his rookie NBA season approaches. The basketball world is holding its breath for his debut. Can he live up to the hype? Could he one day become the face of the league and enter the GOAT conversation? With his relentless work ethic and fighter's mentality, it feels less like a question of if and more a matter of when. For now, all eyes are on Wembanyama and the Spurs, as one of the most hipped prospects in NBA history prepares to suit up for one of the league's most respected franchises under one of its greatest coaches. Simply put, greatness has never been this close to feeling inevitable.